The biggest opportunity right now is in BNB meme coins. Today's video is going to be focusing on showing you exactly how to set that up, where to get started with BNB meme coins, some of the biggest opportunities right now. I'm really not going to waste any more time. Smash the like, subscribe. Let's continue on with the video. One of the first things we'll need to be able to trade these BNB meme coins, because there's a lot of websites, some new websites like 4Meme right here, and you can actually even trade Binance meme coins directly on the Binance DeFi section. So I'll show you that a little bit later on in the video. But the first thing we'll need is some BNB tokens. A lot of times, easiest way to actually purchase them would be, using card, USDT, and actually purchasing BNB tokens. And then later on, we'll show you, sending it over to your wallet or actually sending it over here to your Binance wallet. Let's say you didn't have BNB. The next way to do it would be to bridge tokens over. So you could actually use, let's say, the native MetaMask wallet to, say, bridge some Ethereum over to the BNB chain or Base over to BNB chain. So you'd then be able to send that BNB to your wallet. Or you could even use a website like Change. Now, you could actually directly change something like Bitcoin over to Ethereum, or let's do Bitcoin directly into BNB right here. So obviously you pay a really small fee, but it makes it really, really easy to transfer that over. Next, I'm actually going to head over to Dex Screener and just show you some of the biggest opportunities, because all I'm doing here, just heading over to Dex Screener, we can see basically most of these top opportunities right now in meme coins are all BSC on the Binance Smart Chain. And we can see that by that yellow symbol on this left-hand side. So out of the top 20, more than half is really focused on the Binance Smart Chain. And some of the top tokens also right now, we can see this one, number 4, and actually really trending, even just recently up more than 100%. But look at the volume that's been pulled into these Binance Smart Chain meme coins, literally going from a bonding curve, 70,000 market cap, hitting hundreds of millions of dollars in market cap. Clearly, they've had a bit of a pullback. Obviously, the overall crypto market had a major downturn. Solana, Ethereum, even let's actually go over to BNB, which we could quickly have a look at. BNB had a quick decline, but it's really back in trading at the exact same prices. Obviously, there's a lot of demand for BNB. It's actually shown in the underlying, meme coins as well. Even this coin, actually in Mandarin Chinese, running from 80 million already to 200, already doubling in a short amount of time. This one just a couple of days old again in Mandarin, wouldn't even be able to know the name. But this is where all the volume is right now in meme coins. We can see CZ actually posting, BNB meme season. Didn't expect this at all, and people asked me to predict the future. Keep building, so we're seeing some massive hype. Then we can also come over to DeFi Llama here, and we can select the Binance Smart Chain specifically. And just in this last couple of month period, we definitely have seen a huge increase. Actually, zoom in a little bit here. We've seen a huge increase in the overall volume in the Binance Smart Chain, pulling in a lot more fees. And we can even see the different protocols. That's how we can come across 4Meme, and we know this is basically the pump fund of the Binance Smart Chain. This is basically where we want to be getting in or having a look at opportunities, if they are before their bonding curve. We can also come over to Binance and we come to the trade section. We hit DEX right here, and that's going to send us over right here to the Binance wallet DEX. So you could actually log in, and that's where you'd be able to easily send your BNB to. So you're directly using the Binance Smart Chain DEX. And then we come over to Meme Rush, which is basically, the pump fund version. Now we have our new finalized migrating. This is what I really love. Then this is where I'm going to come over and put in my specific filters to find these top trending BNB coins. So let's go ahead and do that now. So rather than focusing on the new tab, I'm going to be focusing mainly on the finalized and also the migrated tab. That's where the biggest opportunities are going to be coming in. Really going to narrow down using the finalized tab and then find the best opportunities with the migrated tab. So for the finalizing, I'm going to go ahead and come down to market cap, put that in as a minimum of at least 10,000. Then let's come down to bonding curve percentage. Then I'm going to come back to basic and put the minimum bonding curve percentage to 5%. Then I'm also going to put the maximum age to 15 minutes because I do want to be finding the best of these early opportunities. We'll go ahead and hit apply. There's only a few opportunities right here. See how we only have 4, which is really, really good. Next, come over to migrated, and now I'll show you the settings for this one. So we'll come over to metrics to start. We'll put a minimum volume of at least $20,000. Then we're also going to put a minimum market cap of at least 70,000. That sort of ensures that they're guaranteed to already be above that bonding curve and stay. A lot of the times you'll see coin hit bonding curve and then use that as a potential, liquidity pool. Then usually I'll put in a percentage for the global fees paid, but we don't actually have that specific setting here. We actually hit apply with the ones that we have. Now we're given the best opportunities that are already migrated and have a large amount of volume. So what I'll first do now is I'm not focusing on the new tokens because there's so many new tokens coming out. So since I have 4 opportunities here, I'm going to open up all of these 4. Let's go ahead and do that. And then once I've analyzed these 4 opportunities, then we'll move over to these bonding curve opportunities and see, okay, because these ones are already here to 6 million market cap, 1 million market cap, 500,000 in market cap, whereas these ones are 300,000 or 25,000. So could be one of the earlier opportunities. And then here, we need to add in some technical analysis, but doing some background information here, we can see exactly where the coin was launched here, inspired by a popular Pokemon character. The logo features a blue cartoon style dinosaur, because obviously this is in Mandarin. So really, I'm even unable to understand what it even says. So having some understanding here, going to the next one, just seeing major pushes. Just one thing I would instantly do is always click it over to market cap. So we'll come over to this one. Always want to see it in market cap and see it's already run up to 200,000. This one's at 87,000, 64,000, 66. So out of all these opportunities, I don't like the last 2, but these first 2 look decent. So really what I'd even be waiting for is a bit of a pullback to the potential EMA. We can deep dive further. We can track the top holders. You can see all of the volume coming in right now. Next, come back to this migrated. Let's actually open up some of these opportunities. One of my favorites is when we get a massive uptrend and then we have a small decline back to the exponential moving average, where we know where the long-term trend is still showing decent amount of uptrend. What I want to do first is at least scroll out so I can see the longer term trend. Go to say a 15-minute time frame so I can see exactly how the price chart looks. So something like this probably has a small chance to go up, but really not something I want to be looking for. This one here definitely doesn't look the type of chart that I want to be aiming for. Again, come back to the 15-minute scroll out so we can see the overall chart capped out around 2.5 mil. It's around 150K, probably not a major opportunity again. This one hit around 10 million, now at 1.5. So there's so many opportunities that we're not forced into any trade. We can now just continue to scroll through, even analyze some of these older ones right here. Now I'd come down to the 5-second or even the 1 minute to be able to see the longer term time frame, and then now break it down to the 30-second, 5-second. And then even here, I'd begin to add my technical indicators. One of the best ways to find the top market cap coins for the Binance Smart Chain, come over to Deck Screener, then scroll down and hit the Binance Smart Chain. Then I'm going by top market cap and scrolling down. So we're seeing Asta, over a 2 billion market cap. But then we've also got these other coins, MYX, we've got ARK, we've got 4, as we've shown before, and some of these other ones in Mandarin. This is the best way to track some of the top tier opportunities. So if you wanted to say, okay, what are the top 10 Binance Smart Chain meme coins? Well, this would be the best way to find them. There we go. Giving you some ways to find these top Binance Smart Chain meme coins. If you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget you need to be smashing the like, subscribe, leave a comment on your favorite Binance Smart Chain meme coin, and I'll see you in the next video.